Hey guys, Blake here from MossyFX with another great tutorial on Tutorial Tuesday. We're going to be using Adobe AfterEffects today actually, just to get a break from the Cinema 4D. Actually, if you haven't seen our channel lately, I uploaded a Adobe AfterEffects holographic computer, and I got a comment from Hunger Edits, which pretty much he used one of my tutorials way back for his editing, and we kind of subbox each other and everything like that. But I'm doing this for him because I guess he kind of requested it. He pretty much just said tutorial exclamation mark. But anyways, I'm gonna do that today. It's pretty simple. You'll need some footage of hand acting. So I do have footage. It's not the highest quality footage. It's just from an HD webcam, and I had to resize it and everything in Adobe Encoder, so didn't come out the best. And then there's a couple twitches with the light, so just disregard that. But anyways, it's the same footage I used for the last one that I uploaded. So anyways, let's go into Adobe AfterEffects, and you're gonna want to make a new composition. Name it Holographic Computer or whatever you want to name it. Make it 16 bits per channel, or down there. And okay, so what you want to do is take your, so let's import our movie clip here, and it is this one right here, our footage, and we'll just drag that onto the composition. You want to size it down, so if you want to keep the same boxiness and everything, click in one of the corners and hold down Shift and drag down until you see no black lines. You might have to reposition it. Let's see here. Let's redo this more. Okay, so the first step that we need to take is pretty much we need to make the actual holographic part. We need to see his hands here when they open completely. Okay. And this might be a two-part tutorial just because my computer is madly slow. Okay, so we have our hands here, and we want to make a new solid. We just go to solid here, and we want to make it a square, which 700 by 700 is pretty close to a square. And actually, let's just make it comp size. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be working with masks today. If you don't know what those are, I'll explain them here. And then you want to make it the color, whatever color. I'm just going to go with a light blue here, and then we'll later add some opacity changes and stuff like that. So we have our black, or our royal blue kind of solid here, and what we want to do is take our rounded edge tool, or whichever one you want. Like, I think the rounded edges look a lot better, but pretty much we're just gonna make a shape here, and it's about the size of his hands. And we need to go down here, click the first mask and press Ctrl D. That'll duplicate it, and then we want to over here keep this one on add and change this one to subtract, which will make it disappear. But if we go on under our mask 2, we're just gonna make the mask feather. We'll subtract it, or actually add it, and make it somewhat like that, just a little bit. And then what we want to do, maybe we can, is maybe try controlling, take our third mask, keep it on add, and expand it so it has a little more solid edge. And then that's pretty much our computer here. Now we want to put it into 3D space, and what we do by that is taking this and actually, yeah, we're gonna take it right click it and go to 3D layer. There are also options on the side right here if you have them. I don't know how to get them back actually. I need to go look at. There we go. And pretty much if you on the side here, you need to click into this one, making it 3D. That's going to give it this thing, and we need to go down to rotation, or choose our rotation tool, and on the let's see, yep, on the x-axis we need to tilt it towards him so it kind of looks like he is it's kind of in there. And then what also we can do is drag it. We can center it right and drag it down a little bit so that's going inwards to him. And then that's our computer. So now what we want to do is keyframe our little holographic computer, and so we're just going to go down to where his hands open it. Might be a little bit too far. Let's see. Let's go a little bit further. And a little bit less. Okay, right there. That's good. And what we have to do is go down to our scale. So just open this and go to transform. And actually, while you're at it, just take some of the opacity down. Just a little bit. Maybe 75 for, yeah, that's good. And our scale is what we want to keyframe, so we're just going to take it down all the way to 0. I'm just going to type it. And then, okay, that looks good. And we're going to go to, actually, go back, and you need to keyframe that. Okay, and then keyframe it, and then go to where he opens his hands, and move the scale up until it opens in between his hands like this. And that should be looking good. I'll do a quick little render for you guys real quick. I'm just going to pause it because I don't know how it's going to react. Okay, back guys, and it is pre-rendered, and I'm just going to show you real quick. And you'll see that it kind of lagged. I know that it was a little bit slow coming out, so to help this, let's just move this keyframe forward 2 spaces, and this one in a little bit, like so, and that should look good. So we have that done. So now what we want to do is pretty much we need to make 2 copies of this video. So we need to drag that underneath here. So pretty much if you want to have scrolling through something and you want it kind of to disappear, you don't want it to keep going across the screen, you want to kind of keep it within this space. Pretty much what you need to do is make a mask on this video, and just copy the video so you already have the same. Control do that. It's this one. And so just Control D it, which copies the layer, and you'll have the same layer. Then actually, I don't know why this is being okay. Control D, the one that is actually set to the right resolution. And what you want to do is pretty much go to where your computer is open so you can see an outline of it right here. And what we want to do is kind of, the videos are the same, so you're not going to see a change in the video, but we're going to be pretty much putting the things that we want to scroll between these 2 layers. You'll see how it works in a little bit. But on this top one, we want to make a mask. So what we do is we go to our pen tool here, and we kind of trace where we want them to kind of appear, disappear from the side. Complete that, and that's going to make this. And actually, I'm gonna reshape these. Just go ahead and make them all the way up here, just in case we have some extra movement later on. Right here. And let's see what we're doing on time. We got 10 minutes. We have about 5 more minutes in this first part. And so now what we want to do is upload some pictures and get them resized and everything that we need to fit inside this box. So I'm gonna go do that real quick, and I'll come back. Alright. Okay guys, back, and I have my pictures in here, and yes, they are madly small. Reason I did this is because in our future step, if you don't have them all on the screen and they're kind of hanging off the edge over here, they can disappear. I didn't do this for the last one because I got lazy because I had to redo it, but this is probably one of the most time consuming parts, resizing these and getting them right. But anyways, what we need to do now is get them aligned, get them in a straight line. So we're going to press Control R. If we have this selected, Control R is going to bring our ruler tools up, and if you wait till it turns to a double arrow, we can just drag this, drag a line down, get it up towards the top just a little bit, and drag your pictures like this, and they'll snap to it, and they'll be nice. And I'm gonna do this and come back to you guys, and hopefully you've done it as well. Okay guys, back, and I have it all aligned and the way I like it. So our next step is to select all of these layers here, and pretty much we need to pre-compose this. So when you have these all selected, go into Layer, Pre-compose. You can also press Control-Shift-C. I just go down to this because I don't feel like doing the command. If that makes sense. Just go down it and then rename it Picture Roll or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, make it. And it's pretty much just going to put it all into one composition, so you only have to select one thing to move it all. And what we want to do is, yes, these pictures are freakishly small, so just kind of pull up, hold shift, and make them as big as you like. I'm going to do probably about that big. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. And we need to start it. Okay, let me explain why we made that mask on that video earlier. We need to drag. If we drag it between, it kind of disappears, and I did mess up, I guess. So if we go into this mask, we need to subtract it, and you'll see that it cuts off from the edge. And then if we take our picture roll here, you'll see it kind of just disappears after a certain edge, and that gives it a cool effect because you don't want it going all the way across the screen. But anyways, now it comes down to the keyframing. I think we're moving into our 15 minutes here, and we're in our our 14th minute. So I'm gonna pause it here and come back with part 2.